Hello everyone, Philopater here, and welcome to something a little bit different. This is a multiplayer battle on the DEI mod for Rome 2, played between AcMaiden as the Bowie and Letters playing as the Swebby. Now his name is not actually Letters, but it's also not a real word. You'll see on the results screen what he calls himself. It reminds me of a Star Trek character who said, "My name is not pronounceable in any human language." Anyways, as I mentioned, this is part of the DEI mod. It is part of a tournament hosted by my friend Imperator Romanorum. Hopefully you all know that him and I are doing a multiplayer campaign together. If you haven't seen it already, you should go check it out. We'll still be here when you get back. And I've agreed to cast some of these games for him. Now, one thing you're going to notice is that a lot of these units have both an English name and a Celtic name, or a original name, if you will. So what we would call sword followers, the modders call Botroas. And I'm going to try and do Celtic names when I can, but most of the time I'm probably just going to slip back into the English names, because it's easier, it'll go a lot quicker. I also don't speak Celtic, and so I cannot vouch for the authenticity of the names. The Greek names, yeah, we can all weigh in on that. Those are a little bit easier to understand. But, say, these guys, the Mighty Knights, I have no idea if those words are correct. Also, you'll notice that there's a lot more unit variety in the DEI mod. The modders put a lot of work into making new units and making the individual soldiers a little bit more diverse. And so it's a lot. You could see the effort they put into it. It's a very cool mod. If you're not playing it, I encourage you to go check it out. If you are playing it, great job. You should keep going. All right, let's get right into the what the units are. So first off, we have AcMaiden as the Bowie. His general is in a nobles unit. He has 6 of these Botroas, sword followers. He has 4 of the Latene swordsmen. He has 2 of these Lugui, or Levy Freemen, essentially. And then he has 1 of these little bit better spear warriors. There are 2 bow hunters. And then his cavalry is 2 Mogoito Epethias, or mighty cavalry, mighty knights. And then 2 Ekis Eporidoi, or swift horsemen. I'm going to hit play so this battle doesn't take too long. You'll notice, of course, the swift horsemen are actually very heavy cavalry, whereas the mighty knights are only heavy cavalry. That one I don't quite understand. Anyways, Letters over here has 3 German companion cavalry. He has, let's see, one of these is a companion infantry, and then he has 3 German heavy infantry, the Bringedoi, basically chosen swordsmen. He then has 6 of these Convulfos, or berserkers, and then 4 Jungunta, or youths. And then, if you think this army looks a little bit small, that's because there are actually 3 ambushers hidden over here just behind this hill. I don't know exactly how they're hidden, other than they can stay hidden in any terrain. But anyways, we're going to let everybody walk towards each other. And we'll go into a little bit faster pace for the moment. Now, these Latene swordsmen are interesting. The Latene culture was a nucleus of the Celtic culture in Iron Age Europe. They were very famous for their steel produced from the iron, not steel, I'm sorry, the iron produced from the iron mines in Noricum. And I think, because I haven't actually been up that far in the campaign map in a long time, I think Noricum has an iron mine associated with it on the single-player campaign. If it doesn't, that would be really silly, and the developers should fix that when Attila comes out. Hopefully. I still have my fingers crossed for a surprise patch when Attila comes out. I think it would be nice. I'm not ready to give up on Rome 2 yet. I like it too much. Anyways, the 2 lines are coming closer and closer. It looks like Letters is bringing up his ambushers, but AcMaiden hasn't noticed just yet. Oh, maybe he has. I think we're about ready for normal speed. Oh, sorry. Hopefully no one gets motion sickness. No, he's just moving his spears around a little bit. He's not actually reacting to the ambushers. He could probably get off a decent cavalry charge and take most of them off the field. Now, lastly, while the 2 armies are coming together, I'm not too sure about the 2-handed swords. As I mentioned, the Latene had really good swords, but the 2-handed sword, this thing looks more like a claymore you might have seen in medieval Scotland. And I've seen examples of shields, and of wagons, and of clothing, never the big 2-handed sword. Alright, let's watch in here. The two armies clash together. Sadly, it almost looks like... Yeah, it kind of looks like they're all going for the unit to the side. And so I don't actually know if they're going to get the best charges off. Berserkers throwing javelins. Two-handed swordsmen coming in. Yeah, we're starting to lag a little bit. But, oh well. So, AcMaiden making a minor mistake. He's throwing his cavalry into the back of his own men. These guys got 0 kills on the charge. Whereas these berserkers, let's see, they were already up to 36 kills. 24 over there. 67. The berserkers do not have... Most of them do not have pride. One of them does. Although he has fast charge. So he's already up to 74 kills, 54. Whereas again, this guy over here is only at 50. Only at 50. German companion cavalry getting a nice rear charge off on the Latene swordsman. Boatruss in the middle falling apart. I gotta zoom out. My computer just cannot handle this. Companion cavalry getting intercepted, but the ambushers are throwing nice amounts of javelins. Let's see. 8 kills, 2. Not so bad. Good amount of kills so far. So it's not looking very good for Maiden right now. I wonder, could I do this? Ooh, can anybody actually tell what's going on? I can. The only thing I can't actually see is the wavering. But, nah, we'll keep it like that. So let's see. Left flank is still holding. All along the line, though, there's wavering all over the place. The berserkers are still doing a great job. Well, we got 89 kills, 100 kills, just broke 100. The Jungutta, the Yus, are starting to get into the fray. Generals coming over here to reinforce the back lines. Cavalry, not exactly sure what the cavalry is doing. Looks like the archers are, the archers are firing at the berserkers. Probably a good target. Berserkers, at least in this game, should still have low armor. Cavalry just kind of sitting around. It's almost like they're looking for an opening. Probably could have gone that way, but they didn't. So they're out of luck. Alright, Maiden's left flank is starting to break. The berserkers are breaking through. The sword followers are just not as good as they used to be. On the other hand, pride has already been used up. General abilities are a lot different in this game. The area of effect is a lot smaller. And there's typically a bigger detriment if once the ability is used. Let's see. Nope, I can't actually tell what abilities the Boei player can use. Alright, the entire left flank for the Boei has collapsed. That companion cavalry rear charge was phenomenal. These are the Swift Horse routing at half strength. Mighty Horse routing at half strength. Good grief. Swordsman routing at over half strength. It is not looking good for the Boei. Yeah, no, there it is. Okay, so some of the Boei cavalry was able to get into the archers. Sorry, the Yus. Wow, I am just messing up on this cast. And it looks like, yep, this cavalry looks like it can ping-pong its way around different German units. Alright, so there's the first charge. See how many kills I get off the charge. 10 so far, 57. Not so bad. See? More Yus starting to rout. Berserkers starting to rout, although they've already got 136 kills. So yeah, now it's an issue. Can the center regroup in time to protect the archers? And can the cavalry ping-pong around to help break the right flank? This battle was actually sent in, I think, by the Boei player. I'm guessing. I don't actually know. So we'll see. Can he pull this back? The issue is... Oh no, cavalry's going... Okay, cavalry's going back in the proper direction now. He needs to open up his right flank and then get two lines facing each other. Pull back from the center, fix his right flank, and then re-engage the Germans now that their fast charge has gone away. But it looks like, yep, German companion cavalry are getting into the archers. Spearmen are coming up to try and help, but of course these berserkers are right there. 250 kills, 229 kills. Money well spent on these guys. Oh, they stopped running berserk right before they attacked. So cavalry is going to pull away, and it looks like the berserkers are going to Oh no, they're actually not. They're not going to get a charge off. Oh wow, that's going to hurt. General is still holding strong. The Swift Horse and the Companion Cavalry also still holding strong. This Swift Horse, I wonder if that's actually what they're supposed to be. Yeah, no, it says they're wealthy nobles. Oh. I finally got another rear charge off on the Chosen Swordsman. Haven't fallen yet. Companion Cavalry once again getting into the archers. Berserkers. Yeah, Berserkers running through some sword followers. Only 58 kills. Swift Horse trying to catch up to the Companion Cavalry. Looks like it's going to do just that. I don't know, it's not looking good for the Bowie player. He still has 10 minutes. There's no reason he can't pull this off. The Swebby player is kind of blobbed up trying to get rid of this general. Everybody needs to realize that they have units coming back from routing. That's one thing with the DEI mod. Units route, but then they come back a lot more often. So you have to constantly be scanning the horizon, looking for routing units that are coming back. Typically, I'll give a whole bunch of orders and then kind of do this with the camera and just swoop all the way around looking for routing units. Let's see. Chosen Swordsmen are wavering. Companion Cavalry routed off the field. Let's see what the Bowie player does with this cavalry. It looks like the Germans still have a slight cavalry advantage. But, let's see. Spear warriors are starting. Nope, they're exhausted, but they're still in the fight. I wonder. Oh, okay, there it is. So, for example, battle rhythm, look at that. You only get one use, and afterwards your men are exhausted. Second win, again, afterwards your men are exhausted. The general abilities have to be used a lot more carefully. Let's see, Berserkers just running all over the field. I don't actually know where they're going. They might be chasing somebody? Maybe? Okay. Yep, they're chasing this guy. And he's dead. Alright, so now they're going to go after these other units. It was a shame. They should have realized that they had... Not they, but if Maiden had realized they were not routing, he could have brought them in to support his general. Looks like the general's not going to make it, though. Berserkers stopped going crazy, so the swordsmen are actually going to get away. Cavalry charges along the right flank. Right flank is finally broken for the Swebby player. For the most part. These Berserkers are still running around causing a huge problem. Cavalry are horribly depleted. Swordsmen getting charged by Companion Cavalry. That's not going to end well. It's actually going to end very, very poorly. Looks like 10 dead. Yep, about 12 men killed off on that charge. And they're not going to be able to win. There's no way. General is still holding strong. Granted, he only has going up against spear troops, but these are the ambushers. Yeah, these are the ambushers from the start of the battle. So General is still holding strong. Rear charge off on some sword followers. Again, Maiden needed to win this right flank, and it's just not looking good for him. Can this one unit of sword followers hold off against two chosen swordsmen? I don't know. It's going to be tough. However, he's formed a nice line again in the center. Looks like the U's were out of ammunition. They got... Oh, they actually didn't get any kills at all. Okay, 74 on that one. That's pretty good. But probably could have been used a lot better. Archers, though, are going to start racking up the kills. 81 and 66. The nobles still holding out. They are very tired, but they're up to 219 kills against going up against a lot of these spear units, bringing in more berserkers to try and do the difference. 400 kills off on these berserkers, 167 on those, 130 kills on the companion cavalry. All the units left on the field for except let's see, companion infantry only 69 kills. They could have wow, that should have been a lot more. That's horrible. Let's see. Oh, the Latene swordsmen are now out of control. Interesting. Again, quick look around. Nobody's coming back from routing. Looks like the right flank for the Bowie player is, yeah, no, he's gonna lose this fight if he's not careful. Yeah, they've lost 100 men. They've only gotten 75 kills. It's horrible. Well, another thing to notice, these Botras have 300 men. The heavy infantry, the chosen swordsmen, have 200 men. Let's see, the berserkers have 200 men. The unit counts have been increased by a lot, an awful lot in this mod. It looks like, yep, BOI general has routed. Is the general dead? It doesn't say. Yeah, general died recently. However, these bows are still getting a lot of kills off on some really good units. Killing off more berserkers. We're up to 77 and 125 kills. That's excellent. Ambushers have come back from routing. Companion cavalry looking for a great charge. They're going to find it off on these Latene swordsmen. Let's see what happens. Charge! Very nice. Whole bunch of dead, run over Latene swordsmen. I'm not rooting for anyone in particular. Again, I haven't actually seen this one to completion. I don't know who's going to win, but it's looking more and more like Swebby is going to win. Even though there's still 5 minutes left, so anything could happen. Swordsmen have actually not routed, and they have instead routed the berserkers. And the cavalry is going to get caught by spearmen. Holy cow. No, it's still too close to call. If Letters had realized he had these infantry and gotten them into the archers a little bit quicker, yeah, we wouldn't be so confused right now, but... What is... Are these dead? What are these guys doing? Huh. I'm trying to figure out where their unit flag is. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one schmuck over there. Whoops. I don't know. BOI player is looking to consolidate his position. He's actually now winning on his left flank. Berserkers have come back from routing. They are not moving, but they need to get back into the battle. Let's see. The ambushers with a base morale of only 51. The general recently died, and they're now going to rout. No, it's not. It looks like the BOI player is gonna. Looks like Maiden is gonna be able to pull this off. More berserkers going down. Let's try and do some close-ups now on the field of dead. Poke. Nope. Looks like that guy's gonna make it. Oh, maybe. Come on, get rid of him. Okay, there he is. And see, so pulling all his men back to a more defensive position. Very, very smart. Berserkers are still not moving. Oh no! Yeah, no, they went berserk. They ran away, and Letters just hasn't realized. He needs to realize this, pull his own men back, and regroup himself. See, archers 85 and 137, still getting some pretty good kills. There they are. Berserkers are now moving. Let's see where the final confrontation is going to take place. Is it going to be, these guys going to get caught from the side? Nope, they're pulling out of the way. Yeah, nice little surround coming off. I don't know. Oh no, oh no! Turning the backs on the chosen swordsman, not good. Archers are going to be able to pick them apart. Let's see. From 72... Oh, no, he may not be firing at the, Oh, he was. He just didn't get a whole lot of hits off. German players starting to surround. Oh, wow, they routed. Yep, getting shot in the back, they routed. Looking better and better for the BOI player by the minute. Again, he's kiting backward. He wants to use as much of the ammunition on the archers as possible. Shooting at the berserkers. They're low armor. Not very good in this situation. Are they going to catch the spears? It looks like it. Yep, they're going to catch the spears from the side. Swordsmen fighting over here on the front and over there on the right. Now it's just a matter of grinding it out. Have the archers gotten enough kills? Can these spears hold off against berserkers for long enough? Can these swords pull out? Again, no, I'm starting to root for the bow AI. I switched sides. I'm terrible. Looks like Sword Masters have shattered. The swordsmen, the Latene swordsmen, are going to be able to wrap around and go after the other swordsmen from the side. Although the spear troops have shattered, sword followers look like they're going to shatter. Oh, I'm speechless. Maiden needs to split his archers up and get as many kills off as he can on the berserkers. They'll chase the closest one, and so the farther one can turn around and get lots of nice kills off. Sword followers have stabilized. What are we up to here? 150 and 365 kills on those guys. 275 kills on the Latene swordsmen. Looks like they've stopped running amok. There they are. Here comes the charge. I wonder, can I? Yeah! This is nice. If a little jittery. Again, I apologize. My computer's about 1.5 years old at this point. Oh. Slash, stab, hack. And it looks like, yep, they have routed this one unit. All that's left is to not get caught by the berserkers. And yeah, great job, Boei, for pulling it out. For sticking with it. Again, if you... Oh, wow, there we are. Alright, I'm going to see you on the results screen in 1 second. There we are. So yeah, you can't even see Bear's full name. Something. So yeah, great job for AcMaiden, pulling it out in the end, sticking with it, not giving up. Again, if you had won the right flank a little bit quicker, not lost so bad on the left flank, this would have gone much differently. You would have won much, much quicker. You know, your sword followers routing with only 33 kills, yeah, could have been a lot better. But the ones that stuck it out into the end, 418 kills, excellent job on these guys. 306 kills on the two-handed swordsman, another good job. These spear troops holding out with 289 kills, very nice. Again, the unit counts are a lot bigger. You'll notice these guys deployed almost 4,500 and 4,000 men, so 306 kills, not a huge deal, but compared to 31 kills, definitely a big deal. And it looks like in the end, AcMaiden lost more men, but again, he also brought a lot more men. And that may have been all it was in the end. AcMaiden had the extra manpower to survive. Also know that AcMaiden suffered about 50 casualties from friendly fire, whereas Bear Letters suffered almost 200 casualties from friendly fire. Again, that definitely would have turned out a lot differently if those kills hadn't been there. I'm guessing it was off the German youths, but if they had been facing the right direction, could have been a totally different story. So yeah, that was pretty exciting. Hope you guys enjoyed this first multiplayer battle on the DEI mod. If you guys are in the tournament, play your games and send me your replays, and I'll cast them and keep looking for them. If you're just watching this for fun, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope maybe it inspires you to try the DEI mod, play with it a little bit more. Hope you guys are having fun, and I will see you in the next one.